Yuri is here. I am so excited about this. I love this unit. Where does this unit rank? How do the skills compare? Let's get into all of this. I've got to tell you, Summoners, this is the 4th time I've started this video. I'm trying to calm down. I keep messing little things up because I really want to get into all of the analysis. I absolutely love this unit. I love the play. I think foul play is so creative. We're seeing right here how he interacts with stall. And we'll get into this, but essentially he turns it off. It's really interesting. So first off, cheat sheet. Okay, Abyssal Blade. We have Slaying. We have if unit initiates or is within 2 of another unit, you get Omni +5. Fantastic. You get Offensive no follow-up. You get true damage equals 20% of speed, and that stacks on to AoEs. You get damage reduction equals 30% of foe's first attack, and Dagger 7. This is very simple, but Yuri has always been a simple unit. Like he is very effective and has all of the right things though. But let's get into Fetters of Drami. This is Canto 2. Now this is the interesting part. At start of turn, and if no stall is active, you get +1 movement. Now, so what this means is if stall is active, it's going to nullify the +1 movement, and that means he doesn't get limited to 1 space. So it's turning off stall ploy, which is, again, we've talked about this a lot. This is not really the type of mechanic that we like to see, but it's still very neat for this unit. So if stall exists, then he doesn't get an extra space. If it doesn't, then he does. And then also inflicts -4 during combat on foes within 2 spaces. So that's fantastic. Foul play in Arena is incredible. This is Yuri as a unit. We don't give him enough credit as a support. Foul play is huge for him as a support, and this is being able to bring that into Arena at a high level is excellent. Attack speed Hexblade, and this is an interesting spin on this skill. Now, at start of turn, if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, of magic ally, grants Hexblade to unit for 1 turn, and if bonus is active on unit, grants attack speed +7. Hexblade, we know what we love it. It's the dragon adaptive damage, right? Very easy. This is a really nice skill. Like, if I'm choosing, I would rather have finish, but on a skill, on a unit like this that has range, oftentimes you aren't within 3 of another unit, and so you need something else. And Clash is okay, but I think for this kind of unit, I would rather have attack speed Hexblade. Plus this unit can't get Clash, but just depending on, this is probably infantry locked, so anyway. Seal speed 4 is excellent. I still think you're probably going to want something like Special Spiral here. And there's a number of different routes. You've seen all of the Yuri builds and they still apply. One of the hard things though is since Fetters of Drami is in the C, that means you can't use Times Pulse and Times Pulse 4. But we have so many means of special acceleration now, I'm not sure it matters. We've already got Slaying, and if you did something like Luna, you could have Luna Special Spiral, you could have Infinite Luna, where you just constantly cycle through, and it would be very, very effective. Is it quite as good as Lethality? No, but it's still a very good combination. And all that would take for starting off, you just have a Duo Asker near there. If you wanted to do Lethality, you would have to have Duo Asker, which is a cooldown, and then you have you have the special cooldown from them, and then you'd have special acceleration Slaying. That'd be 3. You need the 4th, so you need some kind of infantry pulse on this unit or quicken pulse, and then you could do lethality. So there are options with this unit. We've seen how versatile Yuri is. So Summoners, this is so much fun. Red Dagger is interesting, and the reason I like that less is because we still have Brave Hector, who, while he has lost a step, is a premier, maybe not premier, he is a very good Far Savior, and we have Ithun, who's also very good. So you lose out on some of that, but still, this is excellent. Like everyone should be very happy about this. Yuri fans should be very excited. I am fascinated to see what all crazy things this unit brings up, and I am Not looking forward to seeing this unit in Summoner Duels. But there's not a mode where this unit doesn't contribute. I'm not, that is not hyperbole. Like this is a very, very good unit. Looking quickly, and I passed up the stats, so I'm just gonna flash them up on the screen here. This is, Yuri has 61 attack and 47 speed. Because of the speed and the damage reduction, that is more defense and res than you think, so the 24 and 26 isn't bad. This unit can probably take a hit, depending on who's hitting back, of course, but that's good. You would have wanted full no follow-up, but that would have increased the survival. But keep in mind, depending on who you're going up against, you could have something like infantry speed tactic or the many other ways to get full no follow-up, and that would actually help this unit a lot. It would have been nice if they would have had that in the kit, but I mean you can't have everything, right? Or can you? Looking at the units, and we're about to get into this, and in fact we don't really need to see all the animations. Let's just hop right into it. I want to see who all is here and what we're looking at summoning wise. Now this still hasn't changed. Like we've talked a lot about this, but green is by far the best. It's a tough color to summon on just because of Odor. Odor is not great and his fodder's not fantastic. Both Ninian and Air though are very good, but that 3% that you're gonna get for a focus unit there is absolutely fantastic. It takes on average about 113 orbs to get a 5-star. If you're looking at the percentage, like if you spark this banner, then you have a 70% chance of getting a green if you're sniping greens. That's fantastic. But we're not here to talk about greens. Like that's third best on this banner. As far as summoning rates go, definitely red is next up at that 2.6%. And 127 orbs gets you 127 orbs is your average for a 5-star, and 65.3% to get the spark. DTM is very fond of calling these a coin flip, and they kind of are. 65% is definitely a little better. But yeah, the things you get in the meantime though, I mean, you've got extra movement here with all three of these units. One from a beast skill, which is Embla, one from Sigurd, which is just amazing, period, and gives it to the whole team. And then of course you have Yuri with that extra movement. All of these are very good units. You would have liked to have the share with Yuri and some different unit other than a wind legendary, but it's tough to complain about. Like these are good units to get, and I think this is by far the best color. Colorless and blue are about the same in rates right now. For colorless, colorless is probably my second favorite color on this banner. If you're pulling here, I think Medius, Gateau, and Asker are all excellent units and a lot of fun. So if you're looking to up your light season, I think this is a good opportunity to do that, and I don't think there's a bad unit on here. I think you'll be happy with what you're seeing. For both of those, 136 orbs is the average to get your 5-star, and obviously blue is a little worse, but we're around that 63% range for both of those to get on a color snipe to get a unit off of the spark. I didn't go over blue, but Cordelia's amazing, is a fantastic unit, and the rest of this is not great. Don't summon for blue. Like, get these units elsewhere. There's gonna be other chances to get Cordy. This is not your deal. Like, you don't want this. I wanted to look at ranged nukes first, and this is really important. Like, Yuri has, this is blasphemy. Yuri has never been a premier nuke. And I know you guys are someone just fell out of their seat right there and is screaming at me. It is the combination of support and mobility that takes a good nuke into a premier nuke. When I talk about ranged nukes here, we're looking more at how well these units kill things and the different effects they have. The wind sweep with Veronica is just absolutely incredible, and the brave effect plus the effective damage that Shez has is amazing. Would I rather have Yuri? It depends. All three of these are in meta tier. Like these are very, very good units, but just understand that there are different cases where you'd want one over the other. For instance, on defense, I would much rather have the other two. On Aetherid's defense, Yuri is not a unit that I'd particularly like to have in that case. If we're talking about air offense, it's Yuri, and it's not close. If we're talking about summoner duels, it's debatable. Like, if you combine Veronica with Catria, with Triangle Attack, or with Cordy's effect, Dual Strike, I would rather have Veronica in the context of that. But if we're talking about a different type of team, then you can see where this gets tricky. As far as pure killing power, though, I think Veronica and Shez are just flat out better. These other units, we've talked about them before. They're all very good. I enjoy them immensely. You guys have seen I'm a huge Elise fan, but that's mainly on defense. Now, let's get on to the win rankings. Looking at this, this is what I'm talking about here. Like, if I'm looking at a unit that I would rather have in Arena because of foul play, and really that's it. Like the movement, all of that other stuff, I can manufacture that in other ways in Arena. Like I can make up for not having movement. I can make up for trenches, all of that stuff. Like Veronica is going to be able to kill units in Arena better. But having a positional in Arena is invaluable. I cannot tell you how good it makes this unit. It is, yeah. The combination of a positional plus Canto is particularly good and will get you out of a lot of scrapes and allows you to perform hit and run actions where those, I mean, in the past year they've come up, but before that, keep in mind that hit and run things didn't exist. So tier 0, you're probably wondering why Myrrh is up there, and Myrrh is because of guidance 4. I've bumped her up a little higher. I had her at the top of tier 1, and I've bumped her up since. Elowood is the only one up here who doesn't score, and that's because his effect is so valuable. So valuable. But all of these other units, I am a huge fan of Micaiah as just a killing machine. Actually in the same kind of boat as Byleth. I think both of those are just, they're great at killing things. Micaiah is better. Byleth has better support though. Sigurd, I'm probably the lowest on Sigurd of any FEHtuber out there. And I have looked at what this unit kills right now, and it's not much, which is weird, right? I think this unit is aged, and there's a possibility that Byleth jumps him eventually. But at tier 2, we have good units, and I think Corrin has benefited from a lot of the dragon's skills. I still think she's down in tier 2, and I think you guys are waiting for her refined. Harid is better than you guys think, and after doing Sims, I am really, really excited about this unit. I recently pulled one, and so I get to use him again. Lucina, again, having a positional skill is amazing. Having a faux refresher in Arena is amazing. And then you have Gunthra, who I love Gunthra, but yeah, tier 3. Should we talk about Lyn? Nah. Summoners, to sum it up, this is a very good nuke. A premier wind legendary, an absolute terror. I'm not going to call this a must summon because I'm not sure this exists, but if you are looking for a bonus unit in Arena, you will have so much fun with this unit. And that's really where I think this unit ranks high, is this unit is just fun. Will this unit absolutely terrorize some folks in Arena? Yes. We may be regretting the day that they give this unit into the wind legendaries. And look at the 2 nukes though. I mean, that is something. Like, we are going all nukes all the time with Veronica and Yuri. That is incredible. Summoners, yeah. If you're looking at Arena and how it works, how it scores, how the new system works, I'll leave the link right here. Schedule an appointment with your FEHologist real soon, and I hope you're as excited about Yuri as I am. Take care.